Happy rails to you. Welcome back again. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you, my friends. Happy rails to you. Please keep watching in. Hi guys, this is GMan, and welcome back to my world 67. Well, what I have here is the American Flyer F9 Great Northern. I'm sorry for the light fluctuating. I don't know what's going on with that. But, and it is completed. Now, believe it or not, I've done 3 videos to get to this point to where I'm at now. And yesterday, it seemed like video after video, occurrence after occurrence would happen during each video shooting. I'd have to stop before I'd get back to it. The camera would stop working. It would time out. So I would have to start over. I dropped the camera 3 times on the second time around. And then on the final shooting, everything went well until I got down to actually putting the engine together, putting the shell on the motor chassis and the front truck. And when I got to that point, I had a problem getting the front chassis in. Well, it was the rear chassis, the motor. I had a problem getting that in. And usually these are a struggle because they're the way they've made them, and they're thick shells, but it's a rigid plastic. And once it's been broken, which, as you know, all of the slots for these, for remounting the wheels underneath them, were broken out. And so even with the extra support and everything that I did glued well, they were solid, and yet I had one snap out because of the amount of force that it took to get these in. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. These mounts, they're on a tag, if you will, or a toggle, and they mount on that, and they mount similar to the Marx engines, except the Marx engines have a plate, and they mount the whole plate. These just have one single mounting tab, and it comes through both sides. And when I was putting it on, and it was the front, I'm sorry, it was the front engine, the front frame. When I was putting it on, I had a struggle with it. So I managed to get the back one on, finally, because I couldn't quite spread it out far enough, and I was afraid because I knew, like I said, that these would break again if you put too much pressure on them. I was putting it on, and it was on this side. This one broke out again. It snapped after I finally got that one in on the other side, and then this one snapped out, so I had to go in and re-glue it. Then I went ahead and melded the plastic together and re-braced it, but you can't see the braces now too well. So it's well. Then I had to go ahead and fill in a little bit so that it'll retake its proper shape. And I hated that because this shell actually, even with all the breakage, was really in really nice condition. Now, this is not looking that bad, and it won't look that bad when it's completely finished. I've got to go back and I'm going to sand this down a little bit and then repaint it. Also, I'm adding another little piece on this tab because I didn't think it was broken off, but I realized it was broken off. So I've added this little piece down here on this tab, and I'm going to cut that off and redo that. Other than that, the engine itself is complete. The motor's in, it runs great. The light's up and going. And I showed that in the video that I wasn't able to save. Oh yeah, and what happened with that was when I got the video done and everything, and I was trying to edit it, something happened, and I don't know what it was, that caused the, when I was uploading it, I had to convert it so that it would upload to YouTube in the edit program that I use. And so when I was uploading it, it disappeared, completely disappeared, and I couldn't find it. So I went back into my photos, tried to bring it up there, and strangely enough, it's not in my phone at all. So we're doing this video in place of that. I would have liked you to see the assembly process though. Okay, what I'm going to go ahead and do is get the test track out and let you see it run with the shell on and the light working. Okay, we got the test track set up. Here we go. That light works real well. I was also explaining in the original video that the work that I had to do to the motor. The motor needed brushes. I had to clean the armature real good on it, and I added that new E unit to it. I had picked up that E unit on eBay, and got a good deal on it. It was old stock, and works great. Works great. I was a little concerned because whether it was actually new or not, because it was still a little shiny, but it wasn't like crisp, like new out of the package. And so I was a little concerned about it, but it worked out. It worked out real good. So the motor is running great. The engine itself is together. And I'm going to touch up these areas. Touch that up, finish that up, and touch this up. Get that ready to paint again. And it's going to be a done deal. The next time you see it, I'll have it on the layout. I'm going to try and be done with the lower half of the layout as to the track and some of the scenery that I'm working on right now. I won't be completely done with it, but the trackage, hopefully I'll get to the point to whereas I can go back through and check that little area of the main line that I had to reconfigure and check and make sure it's running okay. And of course that requires me getting everything else off of the layout and setting it up. So, but I've still got that upper half of the layout to do, the S gauge. And so I've got to leave that side that I'm working on of the layout still basically not done until I get that side completed. I'm still not exactly sure where I'm going with that, but I've got an idea in mind, and I'll need nothing to be out on the layout while I'm working on that side of the layout. So we won't get to do much there. But anyway, don't have a lot for you today. I just wanted you to see the completed F9. Now keep in mind, guys, this was a junk for real engine. It was just a shell that was broken up into several different pieces. The only part that I had to make for it was this part here. The rest of the original pieces that had broken out of the body came with it when I got it. That was a good thing. And so all I had to do was glue them back in place. I broke out myself one of these side skirts by it falling down off of the shelf and breaking. And that's what started this project, was it falling off of the shelf. And so now it's complete. And it looks pretty good, I think, even with that last mishap with the breaking out of that strut there. All right. As I always say, if you enjoy running your trains, working on your layout, repairing your trains, or customizing your trains, whatever it may be, you should have happy rails. Goodbye, until next time. Bye-bye.